Alright, once you have created a client, this will come up and you can begin the design. Before you start actually designing it though, you should get an idea of the layout. And there's a few things that you need to look out for. So the way that solar works is the sun hits the panels and that produces electricity. However, if there's shading because of trees, chimneys, or areas where we can't put panels because of vent stacks or plumbing stacks or any vents coming out of the roof, we need to identify those before we start modeling the house. So you can hit this button, it'll zoom in, it'll give you a better idea. It looks like right around here, right in the middle, there's an obstruction. It looks like there's a chimney there, got some trees, so all these things are going to be taken into account. So your first step is to hit this button over here, the side view, and identify anything on the roof, around the roof, and any trees that are anywhere from due west to due east. Anything below this line will cause an obstruction and cause shading on the roof. So, take a look. Let's take a look at the actual roof. It looks like there's a plumbing stack right there in the middle. There's a chimney off to the right, and you can see it's casting shade on that. When you click these side buttons, it gives you different views. So right now we're looking at the west elevation. It starts at the south. The north elevation actually gives you a good idea of tree size. So you can get an idea, gauge how big that tree is, and you can see the best of what areas have issues. So there's a few trees off to the left. Looks like there's some trees on the right. All those need to be modeled. Yep, again, you see how big that tree is. Off in the top, there's a pretty large tree there. All these trees can cause shading. Alright, so now that we have a general idea, we can sum up what we're looking for. We're looking for chimneys, vent stacks, trees, houses that are large and right next to it, and sometimes roof planes can be slightly deceiving. So if you look at the one that's in the top right corner now, see how that has a not the house that we're looking at, but the house in the top right corner. If you were to look at an aerial view, you would see this top part here. That would probably come up as, looks like it's the full length of the roof, but really that's a separate roof. So let's take a look. See here? You can see that this area almost looks like it's attached to this area, but they're not, so we need to keep that in mind. So it's just important to really get a firm idea of how it's built, what it looks like, and where the roof ends and begins, and any obstructions.